Hello, friends. Welcome to Tabletop tonight. I am Ruel Gaviola, and this is Ruel's wrap up for January 2022. Welcome, Raiders. Thank you, Rahdo, for raiding over here. So, I'd originally planned this stream a little earlier today where I talk about the games that I played last month, and then I saw Rahdo go live, and I was like, oh, I should probably wait and wait till he's done. And hopefully, if y'all aren't tired of listening about games, you can listen to some of the games that I played this month. Want to say hi to Corthane. We sold. Yeah, we chatted over there from on Rahdo's channel. Thank you for hanging out with me, folks. Again, I do things. If you're here for the first time, I do things a little differently. We do analog alerts. So first, I got to get the rating helmet. So thank you, Rahdo and friends. This is custom made for my wife Michelle a couple of years ago. She made it in 2020. 2 years ago. It's been updated a few times. You can see super high tech stuff here. So thank you for the raid. Also have new followers. Whenever we get new followers here, Felicia the follow fish shows up. Felicia swims around, says hello, new followers. Then she swims away, and all of us, including y'all in chat, we say bye, Felicia. Thanks for the follow, Gen ZE. Good to see you here. DKL Quest says we've had Amen over. We've taken over the. Yes, you have. And hi, Julia. Hi, Kate Invader. Hi, Forest of Glass. Lo-Fi for life. Yes, my friend. Definitely Lo-Fi for life here. I appreciate that first We Solid, first time chatter. Weird Ned's in the house. Hi, Weird Ned. Good to see you here. Also, is it Day Nogal is here as well. Friends, how was Rahdo's stream? Hope you enjoyed it. Like he said earlier, we are getting close to unlocking another RVR. He's also, or I think we have unlocked an RVR, but we're close to he's close to unlocking a top 10. So keeps we appreciate the support over on Rahdo's channel, and I appreciate the support here as well. I play board games here on Twitch live several times a week. The next one I've got up for schedule is there's this thing called the I think called the Super Bowl on Sunday, right? If you're interested in that, I'm going to be streaming this game right here. I literally just learned it last night. Football Highlights 2052. Now, Baseball Highlights 2045 is one of my all-time favorite games. It's a wonderful take on deck building, and it incorporates the baseball theme. Football Highlights is very, very similar to Baseball Highlights. I'll be honest. I just after my first run through last night of this and just learning it, I think Baseball Highlights is the better game, but this is a rock solid game. And it's probably honestly there aren't many football board games that I know of that I've enjoyed. This one I did enjoy. It's got that similar. If you play Baseball Highlights, it's got the similar like back and forth play. Perfect for two players. This one also has a solo mode, just like Baseball Highlights. So I'm going to be playing the solo on Super Bowl Sunday. I used to watch a lot of football. I'm not as big a fan, but again, I am in the Southern California area, born and raised in LA, so I've got to root for the Rams, even though I am a lifelong Oakland Raiders fan. Oakland/LA/Las Vegas Raider fan. But I will be rooting for the hometown on Sunday. If you have some time, or if you're not into the whole sports ball thing, join me for some. Even though it's sports ball, it's a board game, and it's a wonderful take on deck building, as I said earlier, and you do a lot of back and forth. It's a really, really interesting game. So join me on that for Sunday. I'm going to catch up on chat in just a minute. I'm setting up a few things here. What I'm doing today is just like Rahdo does. I was inspired by Rahdo when I joined the channel. He does a monthly wrap up of the games he played the previous month. So I do that. I've been doing that now as well. And so I'm looking at my list here. I played 18 games last month. Now, 18 different games. I also played some games multiple times. And this was just I'm just counting the plays I did that were actual games, not digital games. I play like a lot of Star Realms on the app and stuff. And this one I focused on games that I played in person here at home, either for a live stream or just, with Michelle or my buddy Daryl or whoever. So there are some games that I didn't count. Headbanging Maniac's in the house. Hello, Headbanging Maniac. Let's see. Super Bowl. What is a roll and write? Well, have you tried? I have not. We sold. You know what? I've heard about Baseball Highlights Dice Game. I've not been able to play that. How is it compared to the original? Because I love the original. And spoiler alert, like it's probably going to show up on my top 100. The you know, the R&R top 100 that Rahdo and I are doing. You may, you know, I'll give you a little hint. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Hi James, good to see you here, friend. Let's get on over to. I had this all set up. I hope this works, but thank you again for joining me. I'm going to get into the list. These are the games that I played last month. I'm just going to, you know, share some thoughts about each of them. I hope this is working. Thank you so much for pointing that. That's one thing I love about the Twitch community. Y'all are the best when it comes to solving tech and video audio issues. Just want to verify that it's working now. Thank you. Appreciate that, friends. And I am going to make sure this is good. Okay, that's cool. Awesome. Boom. Yeah, I need the booms, right? Just like Rahdo. Thank you. Anyways, what I was saying when it was all quiet there for a second is these are the 18 games I played last month, and the number 18 game. I can honestly say, and I feel like I say this every month, but it's true. I'm very fortunate to play fun, exciting, great games. This is one of them. This is Fire in the Library from Tony Miller, John Prather from Weird Giraffe Games. There's the video I did. I played a solo game of it on Twitch, and then now it's on YouTube. You can see me playing there. I liked it because it's a wonderful solo implementation. It's very easy to do the upkeep and stuff. Basically what you're doing is saving books out of a burning library. And it's sort of sad because the library is eventually going to burn down. So you're trying to save as many books as you can. And it's through basically press your luck. As you can see there, I'm reaching into a bag. And as long as it's not a red cube, which is a red book, you're fine. But you press your luck, you're trying to, you know, you can use items to, you know, help you gather extra books and stuff. I mean, again, you're going to eventually burn down the library, and then you have certain thresholds you have to hit to save the books. There's the player aid right there. Again, I'm a huge fan of player aids. I'm so grateful when publishers place them in their games. I think they need to be there all the time. Okay, so that's my number 18 game last month. Let's move on to my number 17, and let me see if I can do this here. Where is that? Rankings. That's the thing I need to hit. Number 17 is Food Chain Island. Let's go over here. Haha! I had that set up. Look how tricky I am. Food Chain Island. Scott Alms, one of my favorite designers. He does all the tiny epic games in that series. This one he did for Button Shy. If you're familiar with Button Shy games, they are 18 card micro games. That's their shtick. I love it. I think it's so really. I feel like it's super inspiring to see designers come up with games that only have 18 cards in them. And this is so engaging. As you can see, you randomly place 16 of these cards here. And every turn you're going to take a card and move it. And you're going to do an action. And there's different actions, different ways to move the animals. You're basically trying to bring all these animals into one pile. So you're like animals are eating each other, you know, like it's the whole food chain thing. And you can use those. There's clever ways to maneuver the animals. You can, you know, move them one space. Some will eat certain animals. Some will move diagonally. Normally you can only move orthogonally. And then there are two like special animals that will help you out as you start getting stuck. The game win condition is getting down to one pile. I actually know the game condition is three piles to win. I've gotten to one pile once. 3 piles and 2 piles a couple of times, but it's a lot harder than I thought. And that's the standard setup. You can also set it up. So there's like, they give you alternate ways to set it up. So there's like blank spaces in between animals. Really tricky game. I think it's just a really cool puzzly type game, and it plays in like literally like 5 to 15 minutes. I mean, if you have some AP, I guess you could sit. I like to just move stuff around and, you know, play as fast, not as fast as I can, but I like to play briskly, I would say. But I can see this if you really want to look at every single animal and try to puzzle it out. I'm sure you could win probably every time or a bunch of times, but I think it's really clever. And I think it looks like I don't know, maybe that's the floor. I was gonna say it looked like they posted in their bed. I played this in bed when I was sick back in December. I was laid up for like a week in bed, just, you know, with a nasty cold. I played this several times and it worked perfectly. Okay. Hey, Weasel says, shout out to Carla and Weird Dress from your hometown. Carla, I was able to meet Carla at Gen Con. I've told this story before. Just a wonderful person. I got to meet her and some of the team at Gen Con. Just so kind. And yeah, shout out to Carla and the team. We just got that one. It's pretty fun. My favorites from Button Shy so far are Sparlopolis, Circle Wagons, and Skulls of Settling. Oh, I haven't played the Skulls one yet, Julia. I'll have to check that out. Okay, let's see what our number 16 game is. It is, whoops. Wow, I'm pressing all kinds of buttons that are not happening. Okay, here's number 16 is the Golden Ticket game. And actually, I can show that. Let me see. Let's go to YouTube. The Golden Ticket game, Ruel Gaviola. Is it here? Nope. We'll go to my channel and find it there. Because what we did, we played it during Gaviola Game Day, or Gaviola Game Night, which was on the oh wow, where is it? Did I post it? Oh yeah, there it is. There it is. Yeah, perfect timing. Look at that. Yeah. We played this during Gaviola Game Night, which was an extended live stream on Twitch where we played games for almost, actually a little over 7 hours. It was like a big game day. We streamed it live. Amanda Panda joined me at first, and then my buddy Daryl B Gaming came in. And then to finish it up, you can see there, Michelle and I played the Golden Ticket. We have played another game as well, which you'll hear about in just a minute. The Golden Ticket game totally surprised me. I didn't think much of this, but I found it on sale for like $10 on Amazon. And let me show you some more of the gameplay here. Yeah, found it $10. Totally worth it. If you're a Willy Wonka fan, it's that nostalgia factor. Totally loved it. What I loved about this, it's such a fun little gimmick, and I've heard it's used by other games as well. What you're doing, it's set collection at its heart. You're trying to collect certain items or money, and it's a little hand management and resource management in order to get money to spend on those Wonka bars. And those Wonka bars are fantastic. As you can see there's a bunch of them on the table there. Each time you buy one, or the card tells you to take one, you're just adding it to your supply. And then the game is over when all the Wonka bars are gone. And this is the best part, friends. Michelle and I love this, and we played it a few times. We always yell at this part. At the end of the game, you open those Wonka bars, and one of them has that golden ticket that gets you into the Wonka factory. And it's so much fun. It's so thematic. And it's a light game, but honestly, I will play this game anytime just for that ending. Like the game itself, maybe like 15 minutes for 2 players. More players are gonna take a little longer. Okay, there. I think this might be the end of it here, where Michelle got the last bar. Okay, yeah, here we are, and we're moving stuff out of the way. Here we are. We got all our Wonka bars. There's all the money. Actually, we put the money in the half just so we could split it up. And here we are. You're literally opening these Wonka bars. Now that's, those are plastic, obviously. And there's like a little slot where you can, hold the golden ticket. And you'll see that here. And Michelle and I just patiently open our Wonka bars. Look at that. And you're just waiting for that golden ticket. And let me see if I can fast forward a little bit to that moment. I mean, it's such a great moment for a game. And later on, after I talked about this, someone told me that there's a game called, it's the Magic Bunny or something. Or Killer Bunnies or something. And they have a similar, there it is, Michelle. You see how excited she is? She's dancing. Like every time we play this game, it happens. So Love it, love it, love it. Thank you for the hydrate reminder. Appreciate that. I'm going to hydrate. Y'all do that too if you can. So that's my number 16, the golden ticket game. If you can find it for $10, totally worth it. It's so much fun. All right. Let's move on to my number 15, which is Seven Wonders Architects. I did not live stream this. Let's see. We'll just find random video here. Tutorial. Did Rahdo play it? Rahdo. Oh no, Rahdo is going to be. I think that's the one that he was saying that Kim was going to play it. So let's see. We'll just so you can get a good look at the game. I played this with my buddy Daryl. 2 players. It was okay at 2. But I can tell just through going through the mechanisms and everything and playing it, this would shine at 3 and above. 2 players, it's okay. But what it is, it's the best Seven Wonders gateway game, I believe. This is the one I would use to teach to new gamers. Seven Wonders, the original, not bad, but there's always like that sort of like funky, like how do you score science, and you know the card drafting things can be a little tricky sometimes. This is a lot more streamlined, and I think it's more straightforward, but it still keeps the flavor of Seven Wonders. As you can see here in this little tutorial video, you know, you still have the different elements, and you're trying to build your wonders, but you're doing it through, you know, card drafting. Really simple. You're taking a card either from your pile or your opponent's piles, and I think it's just so neat the way they streamlined it. And I can't wait to play it at more players. Again, at 2, it was, you know, it wasn't as great as I thought it could be. But if you're a Seven Wonders fan, now Duel is still my favorite. But this one it's right up there. It's really, really a wonderful implementation of the original Seven Wonders. Okay, let's move on to number 14. It is Sprawlopolis. And I think I played this on Twitch. Or actually, no, I did import it over here to Sprawlopolis. Let's look at my channel. I think I have it. Yeah, there it is, a live playthrough. Another button shy game. Spoiler alert, I love button shy games. They are wonderful. And one of the designers, so you have Stephen Aramini, Danny Devine, and Paul Kluka. Danny Devine, one of my favorite designers of recent note. He's done Kohaku, did Topiary, Sprawlopolis, a couple of more that I'm sure I'm forgetting. But again, 18 cards, and this is so good. So good. It might be my favorite of the titles, but as you can see there, I'm just trying to match up the different areas. And what's clever about this, so you on your turn, you play 1 card, trying to match areas. It's like a set collection / spatial puzzle. And this particular version we played for our solo challenge. So if you're in my Discord, we do bi-weekly solo challenges, and I'm going to drop the link in chat right now. Discord. Join us there. We do bi-weekly solo challenges, and this one we use 3 certain cards there on the right. You can see the scoring conditions. What's neat about this game, every single card has a scoring condition on the back side. So you basically just randomly choose 3, and then you play the rest of the cards you're going to play. And again, for a game that only takes 20 minutes, it's crunchy, like surprisingly crunchy. How you're going to set up your cards and stuff. Really neat game. All right. And Julie says, you really need to get all the Skulls stuff. Unfortunately, they just had a Skulls Kickstarter that had some new... oh, no. Okay. You know what? I totally forgot. I need to place... whoops. Okay. Let's do this. I want to do... where's my featured chat? You know, I got that great little thing that Rahdo showed me how to do. And there it is. Yeah. Okay. Now I got the chat going. Or I can show chat while we hang out here. And yep. All right. Cool. All right. So, Sprawlopolis. That's my number 14. Love it. Highly recommend. Let's move on to number 13. Karuba. And I know I played this several times on my live stream. We'll just do there it is. This is a play along that I did one day. It was actually after the R&R show. We were talking about game. I forgot what. Best. Was it best roll and write games? No, it was best games to play. Excuse me, over Zoom or Skype or whatever. This might be one of the best ones out there. It's really easy to implement. It's basically bingo style calling. So if you can see the 36 tiles, I say, okay, everyone take number 35. As long as everyone has their board set up in front of them, you can totally play along. Yeah, play over Zoom. Thank you, James. Julia says, Sprawl is so hard. Love it. Yeah, I'm terrible at it. I don't know. It's so good though, right? Anyway, speaking of, let's get back to Karuba. Karuba, you're trying to get your explorers to their same colored temples through the jungle, and it's used by really simple tile placement. But what's interesting is to move your explorers, you have to discard a tile. And so why is oh, Nightbot is lying, James. Oh, okay, yeah, I didn't update Nightbot. You know, I'm gonna update Nightbot right now. Nightbot, quit lying. We're gonna update Nightbot live, folks. So Nightbot can quit lying. Ruel is not. Oh, that was yesterday's. Yeah, I was playing Dice City and previewing Star Wars Jabba's Palace Love Letter. Let's see. Today I'm reviewing the 18 board games I played in January. Thanks for the reminder, James. Appreciate that. Okay, so Nightbot, yay, Nightbot. So Karuba, folks. If you haven't given this one a shot, definitely. I mean, I'd say play it. It's light, but it's got a nice puzzle element to it, and it's one of those games you can play literally with as many people as has boards. Back in the day, like about 5 years ago, I remember Gen Can't. That's like the Gen Con convention that was online before the pandemic, where people who couldn't go to Gen Con did Gen Can't. And one of the events was Mega Karuba. There was like hundreds of people, I think, that were playing it online. And I think it was T from Haba at the time. They were playing, doing the bingo calling, as it were. Forrest, coming soon in the list. The top 100, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think, yeah, you know what? Yesterday, it was, or on Tuesday, it was part of the list. It was like number 96, I think, or something. Or did I just spoil it? I don't know. Well, if I spoil it, I spoil it. It is on there. It's one of my favorites. That's number 13, Karuba. All right. Moving on, folks. Number 12. Oh, real quick. Not sure if anyone knows, but in a recent update from Button Shy, they showed a preview picture as a teaser. It looks like they're making another. Oh, Sprawlopolis. Nature theme with hiking trails, maybe cameras. Ooh, cool. All right. Thanks, Julia. Definitely excited for that. Let's move on to number 12. Another Button Shy game. This one is Tussie Mussy by Elizabeth Hargrave. And I think it was part of that. Yeah, it was part of that video we were watching earlier. Sprawlopolis. No, not Sprawlopolis. It was. Where is that? Here. The big Gaviola game night day. So Michelle and I ended with the Wonka game. The what was it called? The Golden Ticket game. But we also played a Tussie Mussy. As you can see there, it's yet another 18 game gem from our friends at Button Shy Games. Elizabeth Hargrave, y'all know her from Mariposas and Wingspan. It's awesome designer. And this is, again, 18 cards. And it's set collection, but it's got this nice little I cut, you choose. So for the two-player game, I really liked it. Rahdo said that the multiplayer game is even better, and I didn't even think about that. But yeah, multiplayer, you're cutting and choosing, and everyone's like, oh, I want this flower or that flower. They all score differently. Sometimes they can trigger different abilities. Really cool game. Here, let me back up a little so you can see. And again, it's Beth Sobel art. So if you got, I mean, come on. You got Beth Sobel. You've got Elizabeth Hargrave. That's like instant, like, buy for me. That is just an instant love. That's like, you know, I don't know how... Beth Sobel and Elizabeth Hargrave are like the Dre and Snoop, right? Like, I hear that like I don't know why I just compared them to gangster rappers, but hey, that's the first thing that came up to mind. Dre and Snoop, or I don't know, Jimmy Plant and Jimmy Page and Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin. So whatever you do, there it is. Oh, but Tussie Mussy is wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Will and Wolf, hi, thanks for joining us. These are the top 18 games that I played last month. So I do this thing called Ruel's Wrap, where I just look back at the games I played last month and rank them. My number 12 is Tussie Mussy, a wonderful micro game from Elizabeth Hargrave and Button Shy Games. Let's move on to number 11, which is Overboss. And I know I've played this. I'm just going to find it. Overboss, Ruel Gaviola. This was from... Oh, I know I played it more recently than... Okay, there it is. Yeah. Yet again, part of the Gaviola game night where, let's see. Actually, Amanda Panda and I played this one. If you like tile layers, this is another one to add to your collection. I can never have enough tile layers in my collection. I love the mechanism so much, especially the newer ones that are doing something really cool. Not only do you place the tile, but you place like a token on the tile. And there's two sort of, it's like a dual like tile layer, right? Can you place certain tiles in a certain formation or to trigger abilities? And then you have that secondary tile that is going to get you points based on where you place it as well. It's a wonderful mechanism. This one, in fact, is one of the designers. You can see there, Aaron Mesburn and Kevin Russ. Kevin Russ, if you recognize that name, Calico, friends. And Calico, another wonderful tile laying game. Overboss is a great one as well. Amanda and I had a really good time with that. It is set in the boss monster world, so you got that 8-bit sort of like, you know, retro video game world feel to it. And they just announced recently that they're going to be, I think they're coming up with some new content for this, or is it an expansion? I'm not sure. If anyone knows in chat, let me know. But Overboss is a winner, and you know, we're doing this video in February. It's like February 10th right now. This is actually Overboss month. Brotherwise Games, they're asking people to, hey, play Overboss, share photos, and hashtag them, and all doing all that stuff. So wonderful game, and you know, I was very grateful to partner with Brotherwise Games for that stream. So that's my number 11. Getting to the top 10 in just a second here. Julia, yeah. Let's you know, okay, now that I have this thing working again, yeah. Beth Sobel and... Wait, why isn't it working? Now it's... Oh, you know what? Because I didn't do this. Boom, boom. Featured chat. Oh, no, it's not working. Ew. What do I have to do to make it work, folks? So weird. Mrs. Gab says, Calico is so cute, but so cutthroat. Agreed, yeah. Calico, you cannot mess around with that game. It is a pretty restricted game. I'm trying to figure out why I can't get chat on here. Is it because I'm not connected to this thing? Huh. So strange. Let me see if I can do this here. Because this should automatically pop up. Let's see if that shows up. No. Oh, that's weird. Oh, you know what it is? Aha. That's why. There it is. Sobel and Hargrave, Drain Snoop. You heard it. You heard it here first, folks. Thank you, Julia. I appreciate that. Forest of Glass. Oh, sweet. 2 deliveries just arrived. Oh, Legacies Deluxe and Merchants of the Dark Road. Nice. Forest of Glass. Secret between us two. I played Merchants of the Dark Road, and you're going to see a game played on it real soon. Let's move on to my number 10. Top 10 game of January is Shifty Penguins. And let's see, where did I play this one? I don't know if did I stream this one? There's Moonrakers. I don't know if I streamed this. I thought I did. Gosh, oh, you know what? Let me see. Was it Emotep, Azul? Where's my channel? I'm going to my channel, folks. We're going to find it. I'm pretty sure I played this one with Daryl online. Oh, was it this one? Yeah. Hey, another Brothers Wise game. Dragon Prince. That's a fun one. Minis game. There's me and Daryl, my buddy. Daryl is the designer of my number 10 game this month. You believe it or not? Shifty Penguins. He is a local game designer and a friend of mine. And this is an area majority game with a little bit of hand management. I thought it was really clever, and I told Daryl, and I mean this is the best of his designs that I've seen so far. And he's actually going to be printing another prototype, an updated prototype, and he's going to bring it to Dice Tower West, folks, so you have a chance to play it with him. It's like a 20-minute 2-player game. You're basically trying to control all the little sheets of ice with your little penguins using, again, like I said, area majority and hand management. Really clever game. That's why it's my number 10 of this month. Shifty Penguins. All right. Oh, yeah, top 10. So these are, I'm just ranking the games that I played. So I played 18 games last month, and I rank them as far as like which ones I enjoyed the most. So that's what we're looking at today. All right. Oh, okay. I love the way the blues and greens show on your table camera. Probably extended by my blue light filter, but looks great. Oh, thanks. Yeah, you know, I constantly struggle with the color adjustments and stuff in studio, and you know, Rahdo's been really helping me with the tech stuff, and I actually have Michelle help me out too, because you know, I have red green color blindness, so sometimes colors to me look a lot different than how they show up on camera. Ben Osteen's in the house. Hi, Ben. I'm just going over I'm wrapping up the games that I played last month, ranked from 18 to 1, the ones that I enjoyed the most. I enjoyed them all, of course, but number 10 was Shifty Penguins, an unpublished prototype by my buddy Daryl Durston. Let's move on to number 9. What was my number 9 game of the month? Oh, Savannah Park. Now, actually, we played this on Rahdo's channel. Rahdo, Savannah Park. But I did play it with, here, I'll just, was this the R&R one, or was this, no, this is, oh yeah, it was, yeah, there's little me right there. Savannah Park, Michael Kiesling, Wolfgang Kramer, amazing duo. They've done so many classic games. I actually just played Kiesling's Azul Queen's Garden, awesome. But Savannah Park I mean, it is so good. I was gonna say they knocked it out of the park. They knocked it out of Savannah Park, folks. It's such a clever game. It's like tile placement, but you start with all tiles on board. You're basically flipping them over, and where you flip them over is really important because you're trying to get them all lined up. As far as, and you can see there, Rahdo, you're trying to line up similar animals, and then at the same time you want them near the watering holes, which are also on the tiles, and you're going to score points based on that. It is so clever and good, and I played it with Rahdo, but I also played it with my buddy Daryl. I don't think Michelle and I played it yet. But oh, it's so good. I highly recommend this one. I can't wait to play it again. In fact, and it has a solo. You could totally just play it solo because you don't really need anyone else to call numbers and stuff. So I played it solo a couple times. Really good game. I can't recommend it highly enough. In fact. Okay, number 8 is It's a Wonderful World. Oh, okay. It's funny because I forgot what I have on this list. It's a Wonderful World. From Lucky Duck Games. 4 weeks ago, I solo played it. Excuse me. There it is. There. People called it a Seven Wonders killer. I'm not in that whole like what game kills what. Like, you know what? If you have access to Seven Wonders and that's what you enjoy playing, why not? That's fine. This one has very similar gameplay to Seven Wonders, where you're drafting cards like that. But I like this one better because for an engine build, it's an engine builder, and you're slowly but surely building your dystopian empire, and you gather resources during a production phase. Then right after that, you can you can build other buildings and stuff. I think it just works really well. You can see here I'm doing the solo game, which is tough. I've never done well with the solo game. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I think maybe I just stink at the game, but I always enjoy it, and I do have the expansion. What is it called? I think it's called War and Ascension. I thought I had it here, but that expansion has a campaign, adds new rules. Really cool game. Yeah. Julia asks, have you played Enchanted Plumes? Yes, Enchanted Plumes is awesome. We played it a bunch last year, actually. Michelle and I, we really enjoyed it. And, my buddy Daryl did too. We haven't streamed it lately, but maybe it'll make a return. It's such a fun game. Blunderbuss TV's in the house. Hi, Blunderbuss. Yes. Oh, Blunderbuss, folks, have we got to shout out Blunderbuss. If you're not following Blunderbuss at all yet, please do. They are, I mean, come on. It's my brothers from another mother, the brothers Murph, Paula Deming, and Matthew Jude. They've got this wonderful collaboration going on there. Blunderbuss TV, gotta check it out, folks. It's so amazing. Foglight says, hear a lot of good things about this game. It's excellent. I highly recommend it. If you like engine building, this is one of the best out there, I believe. Okay, so let's get going to our next game, number 7 on the list. I can't tell you which one I ranked higher. Oh, Kohaku, of course. Come on, Kohaku is Another tiling. Again, we cannot get enough tile layers in this household. We love them so much. Let's see, 10 months ago. Oh, here, 1 month ago. Did I solo it? Or no, Michelle and I played it. Yeah. Michelle and I, we love this game. It's a family favorite. But look at those tiles. I don't know if it does this justice. Those acrylic tiles are some of the most beautiful game pieces ever created. And I was bummed to hear that the new versions, they've switched over to cardboard. But I understand it. It was so expensive for them to create this. It was just no longer financially feasible. So if you have a chance to track down a first edition copy of Kohaku, buy it immediately, because they're no longer making those. I don't know if they're gonna do a Kickstarter to do it again, but this one, oh, and they are out there, folks. One of our regular viewers here, a friend TVivD, she was out and about and she found one at her local game store and she bought it like that. I was like, that's so fortunate. So they are out there. Oh, here's me, Michelle, talking some more. Let me get the game back. But again, it's you're just making a koi pond. How chill is that? Super chill. You're adding koi. It's set collection as far as colors and like different items that go in your koi pond, like a little statue. You have frogs. You have little butterflies. And you just go until all the tiles are gone, and then you score them up. So good. I think it's one of my favorite tile laying games of all time. Definitely a top 5. Definitely a top 5 for me. Okay. Yeah, Soften Your Razor. If you saw these, I mean, they're just amazing. They're just absolutely gorgeous, and these do not do justice to how awesome these are. Hey, we're getting a raid, folks. Let's take a quick break and say hello to our friends. Luzapalooza, thank you for the raid, friends. I'm Ruel Gaviola. This is Tabletop Tonight. What I'm doing today is I'm talking about board games. I'm reviewing the 18 board games that I played last month. I do this every month. This is Ruel's wrap-up, where I talk about the games I played last month, and I tell them, hey, I rank them from, in this case, number 18 through 1. And we're about halfway through the list, but thank you, Luzas, for the raid, as usual. I really appreciate y'all. Let us know what you played in chat. And I want to thank Amster Dicer Lisa for the follow. If you're new here to the channel, what we do analog alerts like the raid helmet, and also we have Felicia the follow fish. Felicia shows up in chat whenever there's a new follower and says hello, swims around, says hello, then she swims away. And all of us, including y'all in chat, we say bye, Felicia. Thanks for the follow, friends. And thank you again for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. Cabbage Knights in the house. Hello. Yeah, Kohaku is awesome. I got the Sundial expansion recently, but I have not tried it yet. I literally just opened it the other day. But yeah, Kohaku, so good. Oh, why is it fired in the library? No, that's not it. It is. Oh, this thing reset. So I've got to. Oh, okay. So you know what? Hey, for those of you, this is a great way to do a rewind. For those of you just joining me, yeah, I totally meant to do this. Thank you for hanging out. This is the 18. These are the 18 games I played last month. And before we get to this, I got to do this. Whenever we have gift subs here, friends. First, my hat is off to the losers for the raid. Thank you for the raid. And we have a gift sub. An anonymous gifter has given out a gift sub. And what we do is we give an analog alert. We have a new subscription. It's a gift subscription. Thank you, anonymous gifter. And because it's a gift sub, we say gift, 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 gift. Thank you for the gift. Friends, thank you so much for the support. It really does mean a lot. And it's just very kind of you. Appreciate the kindness. Let's get back to... Is it this screen? Yeah, it is. Okay, so as a rewind, for those of you just joined us, here's the 18 games I played this month. And the first one was Fire in the Library. The second one, Food Chain Island, a wonderful solo game. That is a solo game by Scott Alms. Number 16, the Golden Ticket game. So good. I love this game. It's a Willy Wonka game, folks. And you open candy bars at the end. It's awesome. Number 15, Seven Wonders Architects, the new Seven Wonders. I think it's the best Seven Wonders gateway game. 14, Sprawlopolis, another button shy game. Amazingly crunchy for an 18 card game. So good. Number 13, Karuba. It is bingo style tile laying. One player shouts out, well, it doesn't shout, but they say the number of the tile, then everyone else tries to place it in their little jungle area, trying to get their adventurers to the temple. Number 12, Tussie Mussy. Yeah, hey, there's a theme here. We played a lot of button shy this last month. Elizabeth Hargrave, Wingspan. As we said earlier, Elizabeth Hargrave, Beth Sobel, that's like the Dre and Snoop of board gaming. That means I see those two names together, I'm immediately buying their game. Next is number 11, Overboss. Yet another tile laying game. There's a theme here again. We love tile laying in this house. Overboss set in the Boss Monster 8-bit retro world. Highly recommend. It's wonderful. Number 10, Shifty Penguins. This one is not available. It's an unpublished prototype by my buddy Daryl. I'm biased, of course, but I can honestly say that this is Daryl's best design that I've come across. He's constantly creating games. This one is going to be at Dice Tower West. He's going to be showing it off. Highly recommend you checking it out. It's a 2-player game, maybe 20 minutes long, hand management and area control. Very clever game, and I'm super proud of Daryl. I think it's a winner. Number 9, Savannah Park. Played this with Rahdo, and I played it with my buddy Daryl. Yet another take on tile laying, but this one is from Keesley and Kramer. Classic game design duo, and this one, I wouldn't say, no, it's got a little crunch to it as far as like how you're going to place your animals and stuff on the board and try to line them up together. Number 8, It's a Wonderful World, engine building game that some people say kills 7 Wonders. I don't believe in that. I think whatever game you have is wonderful. Do your thing. It's a Wonderful World is more of an engine builder, but using the card drafting of 7 Wonders and Sushi Go, that type of style of thing. And number 7, is that where, we are caught back up to Kohaku. As you can see, tile laying in that Michelle and I absolutely adore. Those acrylic tiles, some of the best components I've ever seen in a board game. Okay, we are all caught up. Thank you, friends, for hanging out with me today. And thank you, Cabbage King. Yeah, we're old school. We're all about the analog here. Let's move on to my number 6 game, played from last month, is Floriferous. Gosh, I love Floriferous. Well, you know what's funny? Floriferous. Did I spell it right? I did. What's funny, I could have, if you would have asked me, I would have sworn that this art was Beth Sobel, but it is not. It's by another artist, Clementine, I forget the last name. But this game, oh gosh, it's so good. And I love pencil first games for this. They have these small box games, sort of like Tiny Epics size boxes. But the gameplay is so good. For a 20-minute game, you're just walking along a garden, collecting flowers, collecting the insects that are on them and so forth. But gosh, it's so good. Every single turn has some tense decisions. Do you go for this one? Like, as you can see there, I'm playing the solo version, and so I'm racing against the AI. But in the multiplayer game, it is, do you take this flower and leave one open to your opponent? Or do you, call it like a denial drafting or hate drafting? Do you draft that one to give your opponent another one, even though you don't need it? Oh, it's so good. I highly recommend this. I love the solo edition or solo variant. As you can see here, this is set up for 2 players or solo. There's also a solo extended game, which let me go to the video here, where you just add more cards. So it's a little longer. Gives you a little more chance for strategic play. I'm just setting up there. I can show you some of the gameplay here. Yeah. So each column, you just go, you take 1 card, and then your opponent takes 1. Whoever's on top, whoever's taking the top card, they're going to go first next. So it's got this King Domino style turn order, which I absolutely love. I think it's genius. I love all the pencil first games as well. They've done Herbaceous, the Whatnot Cabinet, and gosh, what else? They did the Skull Hollow. So many good games. Yeah. Julie says the card art reminds me of Meadow. I haven't played Meadow yet, but that's the one that's definitely on my list to play, as I've heard it's beautiful. Okay, number 6 is Floriferous. Number 5, Moonrakers. Yay! Okay, so this one I know was on Gaviola Game Night, which was Gaviola Game Night. There it is. Who played this? Moonrakers was me. Me, Amanda, and Daryl. Deck building with negotiation. Such a clever mechanism. Such a clever combo of mechanisms, where you're building a deck and trying to complete those project cards, which you can see that big old row there. And you're also trying to manage resources. You've got money, as you can see, was that Amanda that took some? And then you got some dice as well. I like the little element of dice where you're rolling for basically, what was it, trying to resolve, not battles, but trying to resolve some of those project cards. So good, folks. if you're in a deck building, this is a must try. We were playing the deluxe Kickstarter version, and sorry if you missed it, but we gave away a copy of this thanks to one of our sponsors, Ivy Games. The the deluxe, those coins, just the whole package is wonderful. But it is back on. I think it's available on the Ivy Games retail site, just the retail version. I'd still recommend it. It's such a good. This really interesting thing about negotiation, right? So it's almost semi-cooperative. So you're trying to finish these projects, but you can negotiate with your opponents. Like, hey, I need help. Maybe I don't have enough of one symbol, like I think it's like thrusters. So it's like, hey, Daryl, if you give me a thruster, this project awards me 2 victory points and 2 coins. I'll take the victory points, but I'll give you 2 coins. Or, you can negotiate a little bit. I think that's such a clever mechanism. And we played it at 3. I can see this shining at 4. They even have like a 2-player variant. And I don't know if they may have a solo variant as well, which I'm really curious about. But excellent game. That's why it's my number 5 for this month, Moonrakers. Good afternoon, Gator Dave. Good to see you here. Whoops, I totally forgot to open my water bottle. I gotta hydrate. Okay, let's move on. My number 4 for the month is Dice Miner. This is a game that absolutely surprised me. And I want to thank our friend Slivers here on Twitch for gifting me a copy. It was very, very kind of him. Michelle and I just love this game. We adore it. And I'm pretty sure the Brothers Murph, they're huge fans of this game as well. I had heard about this game at Gen Con, and I just sort of blew it off. I was like, okay, whatever. Dice, whatever. It's dice drafting, set collection, but it's so much fun. This could have easily been my number 1 game of the month. And actually, I think it was last month. It might have been my number 1. I showed this to Daryl. Played this with Daryl. Played this with Amanda. I know I played it with Michelle since our first couple of streams, their first stream that we did it. So good. You're drafting dice off that neat little 3D mountain. You're collecting sets of stuff, and then there's this really cool beer element. So even if you don't drink, it's still fun. If you have a beer, you roll it, give it to your opponent. It allows you to take 2 dice off the mountain. Allows you to break some rules as well. It's so clever, so fun, and it's 20 minutes. I couldn't believe how good this game was for a 20-minute game. Absolutely love it. Julia says, I've been wanting to try Dice Miner. It doesn't look like it shouldn't be fun, but yeah. Julia, you're so right. And that's what I played this game over a dozen times, and I soloed it like 5 times. Solo version, it's okay. It does the trick. It's not as good as the multiplayer, but gosh, every time I play this at 2 players or 3 players, it's wonderful. Totally unexpected. Came out of left field for me, and I'm so glad I got to play it because it's my number 4 game of the month. All right. Let's move on to my number 3. Again, this is... I did this list a while ago, so I'm wondering what my number 3 is. Oh, a classic. We were just... Oh, my gosh. I love baseball. Oops, I spelled it wrong. When was the last time I played it? I know I had a solo play pretty recently. Those... Well, we'll show you this one. This is an older one. Baseball. I love baseball. Love the Dodgers. This is a deck building game. One of the best in the genre. It's obviously one of my favorites. It's a top 3 for me. Even if you don't like baseball, and if you like deck building, you'll like this game. I was just talking about my buddy Daryl. He's not a baseball fan. He loves this game. We played it many times. It's got this really neat element of playing a card, and then your opponent immediately reacts to it depending on what they have, and you just go back and forth. You play 6 cards per mini game. So the mini game is like a game of the World Series. Best out of 7. You got to win 4. You play 6 cards, and it really does feel like a baseball game. I still am so impressed by this. Designed by Mike Fitzgerald, and I love this. I love it solo. I love it 2 players. I've never played it 3 or 4. I've never seen the reason to play it at 3 or 4, because 2 players, you really do feel like you're managing a team, right? If you haven't played it, go play it, folks. It's one of my all-time favorites. It's a highly recommended game for me. I absolutely love it. Okay. Ben Osteen says, I was put off when they started only releasing the cut-down version. Are you talking about baseball highlights? I did not know they had a cut-down version of it. Oh, did they do like a spring training version or something like that? Yeah, I haven't played those. I've got the original here, as you can see, with a bunch of expansions, and I'm happy with those. This is one of those games I'll never get rid of. Okay. Um, James is talking about interesting draft dice are how nice or not yet available until mined out a bit. Oh, I didn't get that comment either. Okay. Well, let's continue. We'll catch up with that comment in just a bit. My number 2 game that I played last month was Paperback. Paperback is now there's two. There's Paperback. There is also hardback. I prefer Paperback because it's more of a word game, whereas hardback is more of a deck building game. But they're both great. The reason why I picked this one, well, I always love it, and I played it solo. As you can see, here's my solo playthrough. This one has one of my best memories ever because let me see if I can catch it here. I played the biggest word I've ever scored in my life, and here I am putting it together. In fact, and this is for the solo version. In the solo version, you need to get those little the pyramid of cards, the victory cards up there. It starts with, I think it's 4, 3, 2, 1, and you have to do it in a certain amount of time. And I was getting close. I mean, I had some time, but I scored a 42-point word at the end here. As you can see, it is the word quench, and I was so stoked when I did this. Oh wait, no, I got okay, there it is. Yeah, quench. It was 42 points. It was because of the double word score and stuff. I was able to buy all 3 of those remaining victory point cards at the end. I've never done that before, and I did it on a live stream. I was so fired up. And even Tim Fowers, the designer, he was in chat. So it made it that much more special. And chat actually helped me out throughout the game. Like there's a couple of, I know Tillivan Dice in LA was there. I think James might have been there as well, helping me out with certain words. But that quench, oh, it was so satisfying to do that. I love Paperback. And Ben Osteen says prefer Paperback as well. Yes. Cabbage, love all the solo play. Oh, thanks, Cabbage. Yeah, I've been doing more solo play recently, just because I've been streaming more in the day, and normally I stream at night here on the West Coast. But when Michelle's schedule changed up, and she was sick for a while. If you don't know Michelle, my wife had COVID. She's all good now. She's perfectly fine. But you know, I just changed schedule, and I was like, okay, I enjoy the solo stuff. So I feel like it's really become a big part of the channel, especially with James, who's in chat and Legends. They do solo challenges in the Discord, and y'all are welcome to join us in Discord. Hopefully we'll have a Paperback challenge sometime. I don't know. They run it, and I'm just happy to be be a host and also play along. We're doing Azul right now. There's an Azul solo variant, believe it or not. So yeah, come on and join us, friends. It is on the list. Awesome, James. Love it. So that's my number 2. Let's get to my number 1, folks. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. My number 1 game played last month that I enjoyed the most was Three Sisters. And I know I played this during Gaviola Game Day. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is right here. Amanda Panda taught me this game, and wow, oh wow, oh wow. This was such a crunchy roll and write. I love roll and writes. I think it's just so cool to see what the designers are doing these days with the genre. And they're literally pushing it to new heights. I have a copy of Hadrian's Wall on the way. I've heard that's awesome. Three Sisters burned my brain. And I don't know if you can see. Look on the right side of that score sheet. So Matt and I each have 2 score sheets. I'm writing out right now. That little section is literally a note section. So you can take notes of what your combos are. It's so good. It's crunchy. It's definitely something, you know, that's going to take at least 30 to 45 minutes. It's fantastic. It was Amanda taught to me. I was, you know, there's times when I was like, ooh, I don't understand this, or I can't figure out that. But she was really good about teaching it. And again, after I played it, I was like, that was such a great game. I love cartographers. I love Welcome To. I love On Tour. I love all kinds. This is the crunchiest I've played so far, and quite possibly the best. I still love cartographers. Don't get me wrong. I love cartographers. But this one is so clever. It's got that rondelle mechanism as well as the roll and write, which is surprising me because I'm not really a big rondelle fan. This one works though. And I've got Hadrian's Wall coming up next. I can't wait to play that. I've heard that's a very crunchy one as well. And that's going to do it, folks. Thank you again for hanging out with me. That was the 18 games I played. I'm going to catch up on chat here to see what y'all are saying. Let's see. Just got this one. Super fun game. Three Sisters is wonderful. Oh, Board Game Span says we will definitely join one of those. Yeah, please do, Board Game Span. It's so much fun, and welcome. Good to see you here. Board Game Span, you all are going to Dice Tower West, right? Hopefully we can. I'd love to stream with y'all there. You check out the Discord. We were talking about it earlier. James says that is high praise. I love Fleet so much. Oh, okay. Ben says, and let me get the where is that featured chat thing? Here it is. Yay! Now I can do this without worrying about that. Ben says, where's Ben's comment? There it is. This has somewhat replaced Fleet the dice game for me, smooths out the rough edges. I didn't quite. Yeah, and see, that's I've heard. I'm aware of the reputation of Fleet. I know it's been praised for years. That's so good to hear, Ben. Thank you. I'm glad to hear that because I loved Three Sisters. I think it's so good. And Board Game Fan will be at Dice Tower West. Yes, folks, don't forget Dice Tower West. We're like less than 3 weeks away, so come on out. A bunch of us from Tabletop Live Network and other outlets as well are going to be there. We've got 3CCon, the Content Creator Convention. Come and join us. The Content Creator Community Convention. Please join us there. We got special tables we can play games at. We've got rooms that we're going to reserve just for Twitch friends and YouTube friends and stuff like that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait. Yeah, Dice Tower West is so close. It really is. Let me see. Chat. So I want to thank everyone for hanging out with me today as I did Ruel's Wraps. It means a lot to me. We looked at the 18 games I played, and I think that's it. I'm going to play another solo game of this. Football Highlights 2052 because I need to learn it because I'm going to stream it on Super Bowl Sunday. That's this Sunday. I'm going to stream it probably like a couple hours before the big game because I'm actually going to watch the Super Bowl. I still enjoy watching the Super Bowl. But I'm going to solo this that morning, so join me then. I may do another stream. What's today? Thursday? I may do one tonight and or tomorrow. Depends. I've got a couple of things I would like to stream and share with y'all. But if not, I will definitely see you Sunday. I'm going to drop this link one more time. Our Discord. Join us there. Let's hang out and play. We got solo challenges. We also share photos of board games, our fur babies. Also, some of us talk about what the food if you're a foodie. And we had this new channel. It was so interesting. The Board Game Bling channel, where people share photos of all the ways they've tricked out their games, like either with new bits or inserts or just like I bought or I board game on a budget, so I'll share like things that I got in the cheap, like my viticulture starting token I got for like $2 at Michael's, and it's got the you know what? Join the Discord, you'll see what it is. There you go. Is that the way to sell it? Friends, thank you so much. I'm gonna find someone to raid, and then we will show some love to another Twitch channel by raiding them. Sold. All right, Cabbage Can. Who is alive right now? We've got I don't see anyone. Board Game Steph. No, she's offline. Reina 88. Haven't rated her for a while. If y'all are into Pokemon, she might be the one to check out. All right, Reina's great. She's super cool, and we're gonna raid her. Let me start this right here. Where's the raid? That's not the raid button. It's on this page. I'm still learning. All right, Reina, we're gonna raid. All right, folks, thank you again. Have a great day, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye, friends.